On the Scan and Cut 650, I wanted to show you a few things today. I was fooling around doing a little graphic design with a magazine cover that I liked, and I kind of reworked it, took the elements that I liked and drew a little picture. But I knew I needed some text, like right here. So I went to the Brother and just wanted to squeeze some text in that would fit in that little space. And so I said, "Love the garden." And then printed that out. It's a little hard to see, but I'm going to just kind of lift it. And you can see that. There it is right there. And I'll stick that right in this space right here and create a stencil that'll do really well. Stencil and wood signs. I can do that in about a few minutes with the Scan and Cut. Now I'm going to try and rework that love stencil that we were talking about. Because there's what I call open holes or pop-outs, that's probably the wrong language. I want to rework those A's and D's. I might want to take the O, I'll show you in a second here. Might want to take that O and turn it into a heart. I love the garden, so I might want to turn it into a heart that doesn't pop out and is a little bit kinked, what I call at an angle. A little bit of the new calligraphy look. Change this a little bit, and then I'll insert it back in with the flowers in a moment. Okay, I want to show you how I reworked that stencil we cut out a few minutes ago, and I reworked it like that, added the heart, and also what I call popped out the A, the R, the D, and the E, so that it'll make a nice stencil that's easy for people to paint. So there's been some changes to that. And then I'm going to slip that Love the Garden into the Scan and Cut only for scanning mat. I really like this because it's super clear, super white. So I'm going to slip that in to fit with that design I made using that magazine. And then I'll be able to create a really nice stencil. This is the kind of thing that you can't do. At least I have not figured out how to do it with the Cricut Maker. This is where Brother really kills it. So now we're going to hit Scan to cut data. First of all, it's ready to go. It's loaded up. We're going to tell it we want to scan that data that I just drew and designed, and it'll tell us that it's scanning, and there it goes into the machine. If you can get these scanning mats, I really recommend that. Okay, and so it scanned it in about 30 seconds, and here's the screen showing my whole item. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, and I'm going to have to work with it. I'm going to want an interior and an exterior cut, so I tell it that. It says, what do you want? Do you want all of this page? And I'm going to say, no, let's cinch that up a little bit. You can already see there's a line we're not going to want in that. I'm going to bring this down and over using those arrows. And then I'm going to say, let's see a preview of that. And it's going to say, let's save it. And I'll say, okay. Now remember, the machine itself only has limited memory. So I'm not going to hit machine. I want to use my little memory stick. That's what that means. So I'm going to say, put it in the memory stick. And it says, okay. It can hold a lot of images. It's definitely worth the money. Then I go over here. And it says, you want to delete. And that's kind of always scary to say that. But you say, okay, because you've saved it. You go into pattern, you go into saved. It took me a long time to figure that out. Is it in the machine? No, it's in the memory stick. And I scan back. It's going to take a minute to find all of them. I know it's on the last page, page 31. I'm going to want to click that. There it is. There it is. Now I can start working with it. So I'm going to make it bigger so we can see it. And there'll always be some little problems that I got to get out. One of them is that big line right there. I need that line out of there. So it enables me to take that line, take it to the trash. Let's get rid of that line. Now a lot of women complain about having to take these little lines out. I never complain about it. It's a way to do graphic design. You just need to be patient. And you got that little magnifying glass, and it'll magnify it to 200%, and then it'll magnify it to 400%. Nice and big. You can look for all your issues. What did I do wrong? What little line did I do that I shouldn't have done? And you can start taking them out. Okay, so now I've taken out all the little missteps, miscuts, because I don't want a bunch of little cuts in my new stencil that I'm going to sell and also use to make signs. I've got it looking good, so now I'm going to say okay. In the video I didn't show that you probably should use the stylus for that. I was using the stylus on a teeny tiny little marks I had accidentally made. And it says, okay, are you ready to cut? Then you need to load the mat, and I'll cut that for you. Alright, and now it's over. It has finished printing. It was about a 2-minute cut. And you can kind of see it coming up. I just want you to see it right in the machine. Look how nice that came out. This is almost impossible, or at least I have not figured out how to do this on the Cricut Maker. I can do this in about 8 minutes. And then I can list this stencil on eBay. I can list it on Amazon. I can use it to make signs that I can list on both eBay and Amazon.